Hey everybody, welcome to Trading the Close. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at Verified Investing. Another wild day in the markets, technology getting smoked early on, coming back and turning green, and now, just in the last few minutes, a big dump out in the S&P and the NASDAQ. Granted, the NASDAQ still hanging in there better than the S&P, but this is the kicker. The S&P looks right now to be confirming a breakdown from the trend line that goes back to October 2023. Let's go over, take a look here at what the markets are doing. So you can see here, the one green on the screen, at least market-wise, is right here with the NASDAQ that's eking out a small gain today. But this was up a lot more not that long ago, and it has really rolled over towards the flat line into the close. Now, a couple other things. Dow, according to this, down quite substantially here, 1.75% or 750 bucks, while the S&P is down about 1.5% as well. So again, some pretty significant rollover. And again, same thing with the S&P. It was close to the flat line not that long ago, maybe an hour ago in the markets. Now, oil today flat on the day. We have gold bouncing, again, safe haven asset. But this is the interesting one. Bitcoin is rallying back substantially, granted, also coming in with risk assets towards the end of the day here. But nonetheless, that is in play. Over here, take a look. Nvidia up about 2% or so. Again, selling off a little bit into the close. Google's been positive all day. Microsoft. So technology that got smoked yesterday is coming back. But look, the financials, look at the red over here, folks. Financials, JP Morgan, many of these others, Goldman Sachs, all getting hammered today. So yesterday it was technology. Today it's flipped over into some of these other zones. And again, we are seeing some big drops there. Now, flipping over to the S&P here, this is a big deal here. So again, this is real time right now. SPY down 1.2%, S&P tracking ETF. But this is what I'm paying attention to. This is what I'm watching into the end of the day. You have yesterday's low right there, and this is where we currently are. So unless they rally this market in the next like 30 seconds to a minute or two, this will confirm a breakdown. Now let's talk about what confirmation means. It doesn't mean all of a sudden the markets go straight down to oblivion. What it means is that this now becomes major resistance, and ultimately the trend is a confirmed breakdown. So it doesn't mean we're going to go straight down. What it means is in general we're going to head lower with bounce along the way, right? That's in general what probabilities are telling us now. So this is a big deal. If you're an investor, you need to know this, right? Because before, we were just in a consistent grind higher, an uptrend, right? But the uptrend from October of 2023 has now been confirmed as a breakdown below that level, and that means we could be entering, potentially, a new market condition, possibly a bear market. Now, we're going to have a lot of jobs data coming out the next few days. Tomorrow, ADP private sector, jobless claims, which were elevated last week on Thursday, and Friday, the non-farm payrolls report, which will be epic to tell us how the economy is doing. All right, back to the computer we go. Let's take a look here. If we look at the NASDAQ, you can see the NASDAQ today, not horrendous in terms of downside, only down about a third of a percent. The bigger thing, and this is a level I gave you guys this morning in the game plan, this was the level to watch right here. And again, we have not tagged it as of now. We can see that, again, even today's low, we didn't get all the way down there. Nvidia today, guys, it is rallying back to the upside here into the end of the day around 116, gapped lower today and then caught a nice bid, but it is also off of its highs. Look at the intraday chart on this. Look at how it was rallying up, and then look at that correction into the end of the day right here, although again, it is bouncing a little bit into the end of the day. Now this morning, in the game plan, I gave you guys two stocks that I loved. Two stocks. One of them was SMCI, the other was Tesla at specific levels. Let's check in on how those did. Look at this, guys. Here's your SMCI. We talked about downsloping, retrace to the scene of the crime, major gap fill right here. Look at the rally on this thing today, closing north of $39, up 8%. This morning, this traded at $33.50. $33.50 to over $40 at a high today. That was a great call there. And then Tesla, guys, what level did I say today? I think the level was 262 or below. The low of the day was 261.84, and at one point today, Tesla had rallied all the way up to 284 before this late day sell-off has taken it down. That's the power of technicals, guys. Look at the upsloping trend line here to here to here and look at the low right there. X marks, or at least that trend line marks the spot for that bounce right there. Now, by the way, let's keep in mind here, the levels I give out, they're not long-term levels, right? I'm not looking at these and saying, oh, I think Tesla's a great 10-year investment horizon at this 262. These are trading levels. I'm a trader, probability, technical analysis. That's what I'm using to divulge these levels to you guys in the trading the closes as well as the game plans. I'm going to continue to do that. Again, please understand, a lot of times I'm going to be wrong. Most of the time I'll be right, but plenty of times I'll be wrong as well. Always remember that, guys. The markets are fluid and always changing. Taking a look today, this was another level I gave out. It did not hit today. This was a level on target. TGT reported earnings this morning. It got close, but again, did not hit the 111 Pierce level. So again, just didn't get hit on that one. That's just the nature of the beast. Now we're going to flip over to Bitcoin here because this was pretty wild today. Bitcoin initially trading all the way down to 81,500, reversing all the way back up to 87,000. It was as high as near 89. So again, the volatility is palpable here in the markets. Again, resistance remains 92,000. It has to confirm back above to reestablish itself. Otherwise, bias remains negative down to about 73 to 74,000 on Bitcoin. All right, couple other things. Natural gas had a huge pop today, but look at it come back in here. So again, this was the 440 gap fill, and it went right up there. It blew through it early in the day, but look at how by the end of the day, it has come back below it. Very nice pullback there. Gold, we talked about gold just a little while ago, continuing its push up as a safe haven asset. That's a beautiful move. Resistance will be this short-term high around 29.50 to 55. If it gets through that, 3,000 should be a lock. I'm still kind of in a slight negative bias for a move down to around 27.90. And then silver today, again, just looking at silver, then we'll look at oil, and then I'll talk to you guys about a few other things. Silver, again, small bounce, stuck between resistance and support here. There's no trade there whatsoever. And oil, which was down early in the day, getting close to 66 support, rallied back and is only slightly down here today. All right, so listen. This is a market that is intense. The intraday moves are multiple percentage points. Volatility has soared through the roof, at least on an intraday basis. Again, this is a market where people that don't know how to trade, that are just basing it on emotions and how they feel, they will get crushed. The market will eat you like shark-infested waters swimming with blood in the water. All right, if you know your levels, it doesn't mean you'll be right, but we have probability on our side. We went 10 for 10 in the live day trading room today. Incredible. Congratulations to those members out there. I also was in SMCI. I bought SMCI and smart money stocks and ETFs as a swing trade yesterday afternoon. Added this morning at 33.50. Got our average to 35. We sold it north of 39. 24 hours, a 12% gain. Listen, not always going to be right. I have my fair share of losers, but this is a market that scares most people. But if you know what you're doing, this is the market I would much prefer, because you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Learn the charts, folks. I pray to you, learn the charts. Study, learn it. It will change your future. No doubt about it. All right, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with the game plan. Chances are we'll have more action to discuss. Take care.
Let's see, as always, where we stack up. And I did remember to use my XP boost this time, so my overall ranking on the leaderboard ranked 176. That was a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.